What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma if you're new here, and I love to talk about all things Peloton, cycling, and fitness, so be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I post every single Sunday. In today's video, I thought that I would kind of just show you my workout routine, like what I do actually on the daily. I feel like you kind of get an idea from my other videos, but I do get a lot of questions about like little things in my workout routine, like what I do to like prepare for a ride, what I do to cool down for a ride. So I figured that I would just kind of show you what I do on the daily. So it is a Tuesday today, which means I have work, and that's always sad because then I need to like actually make sure that I'm done with my workouts in a reasonable amount of time. So it is like 7:20 a.m. right now, and I woke up like 20 minutes ago. I put on my workout clothes immediately because I know that I will want to work out in the next like half hour. And then I actually don't eat anything before riding, mainly because I've just never been a big breakfast person. I know that that's supposed to be like your most important meal of the day. I'm just not hungry, and it's not like it would make me nauseous to eat, but I just like don't want to eat because I'm so used to not eating breakfast. So that's the reason that I don't eat. I think most people recommend eating before a ride, but honestly, it doesn't really bother me. I do drink coffee before I ride. So I am drinking a coffee. I have an espresso machine, which I absolutely love. So I made coffee this morning really fast and I'm drinking that. And then I usually check work emails while I'm drinking my coffee before I get on the ride, but that'll only be like 10 to 15 minutes. Also, I will say I do eat breakfast, or like I eat food before a ride if I'm drinking a Celsius or another energy drink, just because that's so much caffeine. I will not feel well if I drink that much caffeine on an empty stomach and then ride, but a coffee is fine for me. That's not that much in the grand scheme of things, and I drink it every day, so I'm like used to that amount of caffeine. Another question I get really often is how I choose my rides, and I'm definitely not the perfect person to go off of because a lot of the times my rides are dictated by whatever video idea I want to do. So usually the week before, 2 weeks before I post a video, I think of the idea, or I write down a bunch of ideas and I'll like pick one, and then a lot of those have very specific rides I need to take, so then I just kind of take them in any order I please. If I'm doing that, I usually write out what days I'm going to take them. So like for example, my last ride that was like top 10 favorite rides, I wrote down all my 10 favorite rides, and then I just grouped them into days, like, oh, are there days that I can do multiple rides, just so that I can get the video done in time. But on a normal week where I'm not filming a riding video, I usually don't plan out what rides I'm doing for the whole week, but I always choose all my rides the night before and my strength classes the night before. I like to do as much as possible the night before to really streamline my workout in the morning. So I fill up my water bottle and put it on the bike the night before, so that's all situated. I pick out my workout clothes the night before, and I pick out my classes. So in the past couple of weeks, I have been trying to work strength into my routine because I'm definitely weak compared to the cardio. Like biking and running is really easy for me, but I still struggle with a lot of the strength aspects, like upper arms, even legs. I don't have like the glutes, and then my core is just really weak. So I've been trying to work that in, and what I do is I ride 6 times a week. So I do strength 6 times a week, and I do core, upper body, legs, core, upper body, legs. So since today is Tuesday, that means today is an upper body class. I picked out a arms class last night, and I definitely don't have a rhyme or reason to choose these classes yet. I feel like I'm still getting to know what I like. I bought 8-pound weights, so I have 3-pound weights and I have 8-pound weights. I probably need like a 15-pound weight too to be able to do more classes. So today I'm actually going to do a 10 minutes arms toning class from Ali Love from February 28th, 2021. And it just needs light weights, so I'm pretty sure I can use the 3-pound weights. It has a picture of her on the bike, which usually means that you need like 2 to 3-pound weights. I have done upper body classes that I use the 8-pound weights for, and sometimes I'll stack my 3-pound and 8-pound to make them 11-pound, but I think that I like the arms tonings more. You're doing more reps at lesser weight, which I've always heard that's like better for toning compared to doing heavier weights with less reps will like build more defined muscles, and I kind of just want to be toned. But I do like mix up both classes. I haven't taken an arms toning class in a while. I've been just taking upper body classes, but I'm excited for this arms toning class. My arms always are sore after arms tonings just because you do so many reps. And then for cycling, I have 2 rides. I feel like I always have rides I want to do because I do so many rides for videos specifically that other rides come out that I really want to take. So usually what I do is I just monitor the Peloton app. Like once or twice a week I'll log on and just go through all the rides and bookmark any class that looks somewhat interesting to me. Like the music looks good, I like the instructor, I like the class type. And then the night before every ride, I'll log on and find classes in these bookmark classes that I want to take the next day. And usually I either do a 45-minute class, like a 30 and a 15, 2 30s, or a 60. So I'm cycling either 45 minutes or 60 minutes. I know that that is pretty long, but in the grand scheme of things, I work from home, so this is like my only exercise of the day. So I like to get in a really long workout. I actually found my first ride on TikTok. It was on my For You page, and it was a video of Cody. Like, he did not film it. It was somebody that was screen recording this class, and Cody is like, "This class is full of basic bitch bobs." I'm pretty sure that was the wording. And I was like, wait, I probably will really like the music in this class. So then I like looked in the comments and found the class, and I do really like the music in the class because there's some Katy Perry, 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton, Leavin' by Jesse McCartney, Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen. Like, this is lit. So I was like, all right, like, thanks. This was a great class. So I'm going to take that. I'm really excited. The music looks very good. And then when I was looking at artist series rides, which are rides that only play one artist for the whole time, I found out that Ali Love taught a 30-minute Nicki Minaj ride from December 9th, 2020. And I was home in Pennsylvania at that point, so I wasn't riding, so I must have just missed this week. But I love Nicki Minaj and I love Ali Love, so I really want to take this class. So I'm very excited that I found this. This totally went over my head. I did not know this class was released, but I'm very excited to take that class too. I think today is definitely more of like a fun class day compared to like a Hidden Hills class. With 60 minutes, I find that no matter what classes you do, you're still getting a pretty good workout. And then I usually decide when I'm actually on the bike finishing up the second ride if I want to do a cool down ride today. I think I'm going to try. If I have time, I should. It's pretty early right now. I have been doing my strength classes before cycling. I got some conflicting responses on my last video. Some people were like, this is good because you'll be too tired from the cardio to do strength effectively. And then I saw some comments that are like, this is bad because your body's not warmed up to do strength, so you won't have as many gains. I will say I'm a huge fan of not being super sweaty on the mat. After I'm done biking, I'm so sweaty and I just want to get in the shower and rinse off. So right now I'm going to keep doing my strength classes before my cycling classes, but if I see that in like a couple weeks I'm not getting a lot of gains from it, maybe I'll switch it. Although with only like 10 minutes a day, I'm not sure if I should expect any gains from strength training, but I guess we will see. So I'm just going to finish my coffee, very excited, answer some work emails, and then I'll do strength and biking, and then I'll show you my post-ride routine. Okay, it is now 7:50. I definitely am running slightly late, but it should be fine. And I'm not gonna wash my hair today, so it's time to get it up and try to keep it away from my body as much as possible. Also, after I stopped filming, I thought I should give a warning that I am not a fitness expert. So definitely don't take like my routine as a routine that you should do. It's just what works for me, and I feel like everybody is different. So yeah, I thought it would be interesting. I'd get a lot of questions about what I do, but really, I did not do a lot of fitness stuff until like a year ago, so definitely not an expert. Also, you guys recommended a bunch of really great ways to basically keep my hair less sweaty, and I have been trying them out and looking into them. You guys recommended a different headband, and I'm definitely going to buy one of those because this headband is okay, but I think that I could do better. So we'll see. But all right. Time to stop stalling and get into the workout. Okay, I just finished my rides and the cool down ride, so now I'm going to show you what stretches I do on the bike. I feel like I've gotten these all from classes, and I think they're pretty popular for instructors to tack on at the end. Like every single class has the instructor doing stretches, but they're always a little bit different. So I've just taken the ones that I like and I do them. I only do 3, which I should probably do more. It's on my list to start taking like actually stretching classes from Peloton. I just don't have the time in the morning to do that, and I know something has to give, but it's on my list to test those out. But for now, I first stand like this and I lean my heels back. This one's a really popular one, you can see there, and I just lean forward. I can really feel it in like the back leg here, and then my like thigh, back of my thigh on my right leg. So I just hold this until I don't really feel like holding it anymore, maybe like 10 seconds, and then I will switch to the other side and do the same thing. And this I do every single day, even if I don't do a cool down ride. If I don't do these stretches, I feel really tight the next day. And then after that, I point my toes forward and do the same exact stretch. And this just targets like a little bit different muscles. I really feel it like right above my back of my right leg. I do not know what these muscles are called, but this one also feels really good, and I see this one recommended a little bit less by instructors, so this is good. Ugh. And then I obviously rotate, do the other side. Finally, I just do like this move and really yank back on my left foot. I can feel it here. I feel like this muscle is the muscle that hurts the most when I'm doing a lot of cycling, so really like to stretch it out. Oh. I hold this one for quite a long time. Those are the 3 stretches that I do. And for any of the strength classes I take, I usually just follow the stretches at the end of the class because I don't know enough about strength, but I find that those 3 stretches really help me recover for the next day. They feel really good in the moment to kind of just stretch out like what you've been using for the last hour. Those rides were just okay. The Cody ride was good and the music was good, but it wasn't like super hype music, but I did know all of it, and then it was a little bit easier than I thought it would be. And then the Nicki Minaj ride was harder than I thought it was going to be, and I also didn't know the music as well as I thought I would. Like, I do know Nicki Minaj songs, but she didn't play that many popular songs by her, or like super, super popular songs. I'm sure that if you're a Nicki Minaj fan, you would know like all the songs, but I listened to her like on the radio. But she does have a lot of hits, but they did not play the hits, or did not play a lot of the hits, basically. But it was still not a bad ride, just definitely not my favorite. Okay, so now it is already like 9:30, and thankfully for my job, I'm very lucky that I don't need to be online right at 9 a.m. I'm a software engineer, so the hours are fairly flexible. Like, a lot of people will work like 10 to 6 instead of 9 to 5, and I also check my emails and stuff in the morning, so I'm not holding anyone up. But I'm going to go shower, then I'm going to work, and I'll be back to wrap up the video when I eat lunch and I use my massage gun to massage out my legs to help me recover even more. It is now like 11 a.m. I did a lot of work. I'm about to go eat for the first time. I'm very hungry, but first I'm gonna do just really quick massage gunning my legs. So I have the Recover Fun mini massager, and they actually sent this product to me like 2 months ago maybe, and I've been using it ever since, and I really, really like it. My boyfriend's family has a Theragun, and that is really nice, but those are like $400, so I never wanted to invest that much money in it. I find that this is like pretty comparable, at least for my use case. Like, obviously if you're some pro athlete, you probably want like a really high name and brand, but for somebody that's just like doing cycling and needs to massage gun the legs to make them feel a little bit better, I feel like this does just as good of a job. So yeah, I'll show you what I do. So first, there's 4 speeds on this, but I just do the lowest speed because I don't need it to be that intense. I basically just run it up and down my leg where my muscles are sore. Oh, it feels really good there. That's pretty much all I do with it. Sometimes I'll do my arms too, but my arms aren't sore. And usually I focus more on the thighs, but I went running outside for the first time in like 3 months on Sunday. So my shins were definitely sore from that, so it felt super good to massage them out. And I don't do this every single day, but I probably do it a couple times a week. And it always feels really, really good when I do it. Honestly, I should probably do it every day, but this is like the perfect workout day since I'm making this video, so I thought might as well go all out. But yeah, really, really would recommend a massage gun, and I think that this one is pretty good. It does everything that I need. And now time to go eat lunch, which I'm very excited about. I definitely eat early, but I think it's because I don't eat breakfast and then I work out, so I'm always super hungry by like 11 a.m. All right, I made my lunch, so I definitely don't eat anything specifically to refuel after a ride, but I try to eat at least semi-healthy. So I go on like random kicks where I'll just eat one thing for like a month straight and then I'll go on to something else. So right now I'm on this turkey sandwich that's like avocado, onion, tomato, turkey, arugula, and pesto. And that's what I eat to kind of get full after a ride. I find it very filling. And then I usually have some sort of fruit or vegetable. Today I'm having this yogurt, and that's what I eat after a ride. It's not super exciting. I could definitely eat something probably better for like feeling better after a ride. I have done research into protein powders and pre-workout and stuff like that. And basically it seems like nobody knows what they're doing, or it's like there's so much information out there that it's super unclear what I should be taking and if there is actually good effects from taking that. So I've kind of strayed away from that, but I am semi interested in it. So let me know if you guys like take protein powder or like drink protein smoothies after you work out or take pre-workout. I'd also be interested in that. Basically, it's hard to research on your own if you don't know anybody else that is doing it. But that is it for this video. It was kind of different than what I normally do, but I hope it helped. I get a lot of different questions about like little parts of my workouts, so I hope that this helps somebody. I hope you guys are staying safe, having an awesome week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!